Hello sir, welcome to the Manila Hotel.
Okay, so I'm sitting in the lobby lounge. This is my waiter.
Hello, sir.
Can you just explain to me again, please, what I have here?
You have the club sandwich, sir.
The club sandwich.
The
And what have
coleslaw.
we got here? Coleslaw,
The liver pate.
liver pate,
And then the fresh fruits, pineapple, and then watermelon.
fruit,
And the fries,
fries, with some ketchup.
and then when you open it, yes,
Wow.
you can.
Eat the bread, yeah.
Spread the bread.
Oh, I see, right. So the bread can be spread.
There's
This
no
can have the
leftover.
pate on it. That's wonderful. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. So this is what I've got, this gigantic club sandwich and 2 iced teas. So this is really a meal for 2. And it's all part of the Manila Restaurant Week. So this is a special that the Manila hotels put on for Manila Restaurant Week. This is normally 800 pesos, the club sandwich, and then the drinks would be a lot extra, I'm not exactly sure. But for Manila Restaurant Week, you get the club sandwich and the fries and the 2 drinks for 800 pesos plus. And what a beautiful place it is. I've just been talking to Annie from marketing, who's just lovely, because I wanted to see if I could get a tour of the penthouse suite that General Douglas MacArthur stayed in. But unfortunately, I can't because they have foreign guests who are quarantining up there. So not a bad place to quarantine, that's for sure. So we can't go there. The tap room, the famous tap room, is closed as well due to COVID. But then there's the Heritage Museum, and she's just gone off now to see if she can get permission to tour us beautiful people through the Heritage Museum. So I think first I'll have something to eat. Right, well, the lovely Annie just came back and said that we will be able to have a tour of the Heritage Museum. So, try this club sandwich. It's huge. It's definitely, this is the stick that went through it. An olive on top. Oh, it's definitely big enough for 2 people. Ham and chicken or turkey and lettuce, mayonnaise, egg. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's delicious. My little package here, my cutlery package, contains a fork and a knife and a napkin. Nothing extraordinary about that. But as I've got the knife, what I'll do is I'll tear a bit off the lid of the loaf of bread that this club sandwich is presented in, and I'm going to have some of this pate. So this is the pate onto the bread. The bread is fresh and just gorgeous. The pate is really nice too. A little bit of black pepper in the pate would be nice. And this is the iced tea. A kind of citrus iced tea. very refreshing. And my love of French fries is taking this up to a 5-star rating. Just the sort of style that I could become accustomed to. So this club sandwich, this is the Father's Day special as well. They've kind of doubled up. It's the Father's Day special and it's also the Manila Restaurant Week special. It's 800 pesos plus, and you get 2 drinks. So I chose the iced tea, as you've already seen, and it's delicious. But I could have had soda, and by that I think they mean Coca-Cola or lemonade or whatever, or San Miguel Light, and I chose the iced tea because I'm still not drinking alcohol. Oh. This is way too much for one person, and I think this would be a very satisfying lunch for 2 people. Good afternoon. It was delicious. It was absolutely delicious.
Let us know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Want to wrap it up first?
Yes.
Okay. As soon as they take it away to wrap it up, we can walk over to our little museum.
Terrific.
I'm sorry, I'm TJ, by the way. TJ is nice.
TJ.
Yes.
TJ, I'm Marshall.
Marshall.
Marshall, yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Nice to meet you.
Good afternoon.
And you're from marketing, are you? Or?
No, I'm wearing a couple of hats now. I'm the operations manager.
Oh, the operations
And
manager.
I'm director of human resources.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much.
There. And Annie will take care of you.
Terrific, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Well, that was the operations manager. And so we're just waiting for the waiters are going to come, wrap up my beautiful club sandwich so that I can take it home. And then they're going to open the heritage room because it's closed to the public, but they're going to open it for us, beautiful people, and we'll go and see what's there. As I was going to say before the operations manager came over, this is 10 out of 10. It's casual dining. I'm not trying to pretend that it's formal, but it's casual dining, 5-star casual dining in a 5-star formal atmosphere with fabulous service and just the most perfect aesthetics I have ever experienced. This to me it's one of the great hotels in the world, it would seem. This is from, the guy who's just been to the lobby. And so this is the entrance foyer and security. So which way do we go? And here?
Yeah, very good. We had to cordon this off because we can't operate as a staycation hotel. It's a very small museum.
Yes, but full of history. So
Well, there would be.
this is the Heritage Museum we're going into now.
There you go. So the hotel is turning 109 years old on July 4th. So this is just
It's 109 years old.
a small collection of the many dignitaries and famous people who have graced our halls and our rooms.
Wow.
We do have a few of our Americans over there. Neil Armstrong was here for a while.
We've got Richard Nixon.
Richard Nixon, yes.
Is that Eisenhower? Oh no, it's Johnson, Lyndon Johnson.
Oh my gosh, I don't know their... You forgive me for that.
Mandela.
We have Nelson Mandela. Also.
Yeah, where's Nelson Mandela? Oh wow.
There he was.
Nelson Mandela.
Yes.
Prince Charles.
Prince Charles.
Oh, of course, we got Julio Iglesias, some of our famous singers, Liza Minnelli from the US. Of course, all our presidents have at one time or another passed by and joined us.
Who is this Michael Hasselhoff?
Oh, I think it is David.
It
right?
is David Hasselhoff.
Hasselhoff,
Yeah. How on earth did he make it onto the Wall of Fame?
Pictures from post-war, pre-war, and during the war, post-war.
Oh,
wow. You know, when it was totally devastated, as you can see. This was bombed out because when the Americans were taking back Manila, well, they really did some work on that because the Japanese are well entrenched in the whole, so even of the Manila hotel.
But the Japanese burnt the hotel down, didn't they?
They burnt the hotel and many other establishments down as well.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, but did the Americans bomb the hotel after it was burnt?
Well, it's really,
while it was burning.
During the takeover, the Japanese were well entrenched. It was really, bombing was one of the only ways to get them out. We have pictures of tanks through the walls.
There was quite a bit of fighting in the Manila hotel, wasn't there?
Yes.
Because this was the base of the Japanese High Command.
Correct. Not to endorse the book, but there's a book entitled Rampage, and it actually speaks about the door-to-door fighting, room-to-room fighting between the American forces and the Japanese.
Wow. Oh, yeah, that would have been
house to house,
absolutely
room to room,
horrific.
It was.
Room to room within the hotel.
Within the hotel, yes.
Oh,
within the hotel.
God.
And of course, that's how it really looked back then.
Yeah.
The facade.
Absolutely spectacular history.
It does.
Of this hotel.
The walls, if you could speak, actually, as they say.
Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
And Bill. And the King of Spain. And the Queen of Spain. The Marcos.
She loves the Manila Hotel, and one of her most famous projects was the Manila Ballroom, which unfortunately we couldn't show you. It's in the quarantine section of the hotel.
After our visit to the Heritage Museum, we walk through the luxurious lobby lounge on our way to the hotel's private pier. There's a palpable sense of history in this iconic place that's somehow survived war and dictatorship, forced colonisations and natural disasters. Our generous host TJ, the operations manager, who has kindly taken the time to show me around, told me of a quote by Ernest Hemingway, a guest of the hotel in 1941. Apparently Hemingway said, "It's a good story if it's like Manila Hotel." It presents a great story for the Philippines. It is the perfect representation of the city, if not the country's resilience, vitality, versatility, and hospitality. Perhaps an insightful articulation of the Filipino national character.
Sir, I will have to take my leave. I have somebody arriving, but I can escort you all the way.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Before I go, sir, you take care, sir.
Oh yes, thank you. Thank you.
I'll go this way, Anne. Thank you.
Absolutely fabulous. Thank you very much. Oh, that was so very nice of him. So this area has been closed since March of this year.
2020.
Oh, March 2020.
Been a while, yeah.
So it's been closed for a long time. And we're making our way to the Manila Hotel's pier.
That's pretty good.
That's your wharf there.
This one.
Oh, this one.
That is the Coast Guard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a pity. It's rather polluted.
Well, some of this area is very special.
And so this is the Manila Hotel's private pier. And we're going to the end so that we can have a look back at the back of the Manila Hotel. So there's a view that not many people get. We're right at the end of the Manila Hotel's pier, and that behind me, what you can see is the back of the Manila Hotel. And in front of me is Manila Bay. all of those chocolates are made here. So these things are called cicaletas, I think. They're texting me the actual word a bit later on. And they're not doing it now, of course, because of the pandemic. But before the pandemic, they would take guests in these on a tour of the Intramuros. And they've got 2 of them. This is the entrance, the main entrance to the hotel. It's just such a grand, beautiful, historical, gorgeous place. At one time, the New York Times was based, their Philippine office was based here. The Australian Embassy, just after the Second World War, was based here. This hotel that's so rich in history, unfortunately there are certain areas that we couldn't access because of the pandemic. But Annie from marketing, who was showing us around, has kindly invited me back. And so in about 6 months' time, when it's open, when everything's open, hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll come back, have a buffet, and then go to the General Douglas MacArthur for a tour through the General Douglas MacArthur suite, which occupies the entire 5th floor of the old wing, and hopefully go through the presidential suite, which occupies the entire penthouse of the new extension on the 20th floor. So there's something to look forward to. I've really enjoyed this, and I hope you have too. And in the words of General Douglas MacArthur, I shall return.